Well, everybody, we got some track day carnage, autocross carnage, actually. So I'm going to show you what happened and how we eliminated the back hatch glass. We call it El Ranchero now. So thinking maybe I'm just going to tear the carpet out, we'll go back to the aluminum, and it's actually quite convenient for getting back in here now. I don't have to lift the glass up. A little noisier driving, but not that bad. So I'm going to show you a video. And show you what happened here. And you actually, you guys can actually see the glass exploding as it comes out of the top of the windshield. Pretty cool video, but I'll throw that up. This will be a really quick video. And then my next video, I'm actually going to show you the Autocross event with some in-car footage and some out-of-the-car footage. So yeah, should be good. So definitely hit subscribe and enjoy the carnage. So I already have a new one on order from Factory 5, by the way. Thanks. So here is the scene in slow-mo. I think my son hit this corner pretty good. Then you hear him now. He gooses the throttle pretty good, and it just comes around on him. Wasn't prepared, and then it just goes crazy, and then watch the glass in slow-mo. This is just amazing. Look at that. It all ends up in a pretty decent little pile out there in the middle of the track. Yeah, they were not happy. They had to clean all that. Well, thanks for watching the video, everybody. So what I think failed, and this is going to be, I'm going to kind of go into depth of what I think happened. The latch, which is made out of cheap plastic, if you can see the tip up into there, hopefully you guys can see that, it basically sheared off. So I think maybe I didn't have enough this, which I know Paul's the master builder on these things. He made his own bracket to stick out further to catch more of the latch. I think I was just catching a little bit of it, and it sheared it off. So you can see it's missing, not much, 1/16 of an inch, but enough to where, it sheared that thing off and out it came. So my theory is this. First, we thought maybe a cone got kicked up and landed on it, broke the glass, but there was zero glass in the car. I mean, if you look in here, we pulled out just a little piece here or there. That was it. No glass in the car. If the cone would have come down on top of the car, it would have had glass everywhere inside the car. All the glass was forward. I showed some of the paint damage on the video. Sorry about the wind out there, but it was blowing. So here's my theory. You could never make this happen again if you tried. I think when he spun out, the car was going backwards. I think the latch either broke at that point or maybe the jarring, and the hatch came up going backwards. The wind going backwards at 20, 25 miles an hour, not made for that. And then the wind we were getting yesterday at the Autocross was blowing 30 to 40 probably. It was gale force conditions, howling at times with gusts that have got to be 30 plus miles an hour. I'm thinking probably 35 plus. So you add that in to the going backwards, you might have had 50, 55 miles an hour apparent wind on that hatch. Not made for that. So at that point, it just peels it back over the struts and done, explodes it. And that's exactly what happened. So I've already got a new one on order, Factory 5. They were very good. They called me back today, took my credit card information, said they would help me out a little bit on the value. But I think it all comes down to this. So make sure that you guys, when you put this in, do like what Paul did. Make a bigger latch so this thing gets stuck back down into here, as you guys can see, instead of out into here. And once I get the new glass, I'll see where I'm at, but I got a funny feeling I was down near the edge. And my buddy Dave actually has always taped his glass down just for that. As I said, if this thing failed when you were going in a straight line down the highway, I don't think it's going to do anything. I think the wind will probably keep the glass down, or at least not, come up slowly. It's not going to tear it apart. But when you're going backwards into a 30 mile an hour wind, not good. So lesson learned. Nobody got hurt. That's the important thing. It was a fun day anyhow. And really, the car was not that windy inside. I thought it was going to be like a tornado in there without the rear hatch. I was doing 80 miles an hour down the highway, and there really still no wind inside. So it tells me that the airflow of this car is just so spectacular. Yeah, it really wasn't any big deal. A little noisier. You hear the trucks as you go by. It definitely added some noise to it. But other than that, it was a great ride home. So thanks again for watching. In the next video, be on the lookout because I will have Autocross action. A couple of good spins, some good action. The car did very well. We last run was 60.6 seconds. There was a Porsche GT3 that was about 2 seconds quicker. I was faster than a lot of the cars and still learning how to drive it. So I think this car's got a lot in it, and I think it could be a very competitive car with a better driver, which I'm not. So thanks again for watching. Hit subscribe, and we'll autocross video next.